Friday, guys. As you walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button if you have not done so already. And please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern Time, like always. Thank you for tuning in to the radio. King Jordan, what's cracking like and what is going on? What is going on?
We here.
Hey man, with Hakeem, man. We here, man. Another Friday evening, Friday
Mhm.
afternoon. We are here. We about to get it in. You know it. No, it is. It's Two Topic Friday. So let's go. Let's go. Let's get it.
Yeah, shout out to Bad You Bunny from yesterday's interview. That was really, really dope. Now, Jordan, you already know the routine. Go ahead, do your thing.
What's going on, people? What's going on? Glad you guys are coming in and joining us as this lovely Friday. You know, we got two topics for you as we always do. Now, the first one we're gonna get to you, and this is kind of serious, and we're gonna go all the way into the Midwest to the shit city of Chicago. So I don't know if you guys really paid attention to what's going on in Chicago or not, but they're having a migrant problem in Chicago. As you guys know, the past few years, there's a lot of immigrants has been going to Pacific City, a whole bunch of cities, most specifically Chicago. Now in the city of Chicago, there's so much migrants are coming. They're coming from from South America, from Venezuela. They're just and then it's just having a big migrant problem until it's so bad that they can't really get shelters for them and everything. And they're usually and where I'm staying at, they're usually like living in low income cities where the black status and everything, which is causing a problem in that community as well. And it's getting really really bad. And the thing is, why migrants are coming from United States, specifically the city of Chicago, is that many migrants are from Venezuela, where the political, social, economic crisis in the past decade has pushed millions of people into poverty. At least 7.3 million have left, with many risking on often hero routes to the United States. The vast majority who fled selling in neighborhood countries in Latin America, but many people come to the United States in the last 3 years. They've been going through buses, even flights. I don't know how they're doing it. Also in flights as well. It's like an average of almost 1,000 migrants a day, either from buses or even flying. To me, that flying, so that's still curious to me. But yeah, they're flying there. Um, so here's another question about how many migrants have come to Chicago so far. So as of like October 5th, more than 17,000 migrants has arrived in the city of Chicago since. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. As of August 5th, I'm sorry, October 5th, all the way to August of last year, 2022, it's been over 17,000 migrants have come to Chicago. So in that year, that's how many migrants have become to Chicago. And it's still growing. And people still and they're still coming. It's still coming. Um, and like I said, and it's so bad that they have a lot of migrants in the city. They're staying out in tents and everything, just to find room and everything. And the thing is, it's really hurting the city because people paying their tax dollars and everything in the city and everything, and they got to see this. And Chicago's going crazy. And one thing about it is, summer's over and the fall is coming, and winter is coming. And the reason I'm saying that is in Chicago. I don't know y'all been to Chicago in the cold. It gets hella cold. I'm talking super cold, especially at night. It's like I said because Chicago is right by the Lake Michigan, and if once you live like in the ocean or by a lake, especially like I know here in California, where I live in Pacific Ocean, it's a cold water. So during the night we feel that breeze. Now when you go to the in the Midwest, especially going up north where it gets colder, especially in the wintertime, especially in Chicago, it gets hella cold. So Chicago, they're having a serious issue problem right now with these migrants and everything. And we got a couple clips we want to play with you guys. After that, we're gonna chop it up. Go ahead, King.
City leaders tried explaining the decision, but the crowd did not want to hear much of what they were saying.
My name is Beatriz Ponce de Leon. I'm the Deputy Mayor for Immigrant, Migrant, and Refugee Rights.
And if you think it was loud inside, it was just as rowdy outside because many people were not allowed in because they reached capacity.
We're not here to dismiss your feelings.
Feelings and emotions ran high by the fact, once again, the community was blindsided that migrants were moving in, an ongoing theme by the Johnson administration.
Our tax bills are paid into the Park District. Nobody asked us for permission. Nobody asked us how we felt about it.
For the meeting, neighbors held a protest outside, blasting the plan.
We ain't having that, no. You want to tell us what to do in our park? You cannot do that. We pay our money.
Some calling for more transparency from the 5th floor.
And what I want to say is to Mayor Brandon Johnson, we are disappointed in you. This is the community that supported you. How dare you?
We've reached out to Mayor Brandon Johnson's office for his response to the community's reaction, but have not yet heard.
More than 3,000 migrants are awaiting shelter in Chicago. Most of them are currently at Chicago police stations.
Border, including cities like Chicago, where officials say resources are running thin. Julia Ainsley is there tonight.
Tonight, officials warning Chicago is approaching a breaking point. Tents full of desperate migrants lining Chicago's iconic Lakeshore Drive. Migrant shelters inside O'Hare Airport. A total of 17,000 migrants showing up since last August, and officials expect 1,200 per day to keep coming.
Now Chicago is building sprawling tent camps to get migrants off the streets of places like this ahead of the cold winter months.
Democratic Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker slamming President Biden for not doing enough, writing, "The federal government's lack of intervention and coordination at the border has created an untenable situation for Illinois." The White House blaming Congress for not acting and saying they've accelerated work permits and provided $1 billion to cities nationwide.
I don't want them there.
But protests here are growing.
To have the government come in and dump 300 people right next door to me, it is not fair.
The Latino Pilsen neighborhood was the first to build a shelter for migrants, and they're now preparing a new shelter to take up to 1,000 more. Community leaders tell us they want to help migrants, but they're worried about resources for poor Chicagoans, too.
I'm concerned because of the slow response for the federal and state government.
When winter comes, not only will you not have enough room for migrants, you also might not have enough room to take in some homeless people who live on the streets here in Pilsen, American citizens.
Absolutely.
We met these migrants sleeping outside a police station. Stephanie tells us she boarded a free bus in Texas because she thought Chicago had a refugee camp. Some of us have been here weeks, she said. She told us she's desperate for a job to support her 1-year-old son back in Venezuela.
The Texas governor says he will continue busing migrants to sanctuary cities to relieve border towns. Tonight, a DHS assessment team is here in the city.
And finally,
help for Chicago.
Some more news on this Thursday night. We're learning much more about the cost of Chicago's migrant crisis, the struggle to find housing, also the steps the president is now taking to reverse the flow.
Governor J.B. Pritzker is having a big impact in Washington, demanding more federal help for Chicago. NBC5's V. Wynn has the latest.
From police stations to airports to shelters, Chicago city leaders are feeling the pressure to find more money, resources, and space for migrants.
We are upholding our values. We are operationalizing our sanctuary city status. We are holding the line.
More than 11 buses arrived today in Chicago, with temperatures expected to drop next week. The mayor's deputy chief of staff says there are still no updates on when and where the base camps will be built. She says the city is also looking at alternative options in and out of the city to house migrants.
We are looking at every single option.
Since last summer, the state has spent over $328 million on the crisis. The city at least $319. Other sanctuary cities like Denver trying to limit the number of new arrivals. officials.
They have now put out their own flyer to the border saying, we are not taking any more.
The Biden administration now authorizing the construction of a new border wall after seeing a surge.
You hear that? Biden trying to build a wall now. But yeah, man, it's crazy in Chicago right now. That situation is God is terrible, and this has been going on for the past couple of years now, and we're not surprised, not surprised. So yeah, I'm gonna pass it to you guys. I'm gonna go to you, Ronnie, man. What you take about what's going on with the city of Chicago, the migrants?
No, shout out to everybody that's in the chat already. I see Tyrone, Gore, Kendall. Hey, Sugar, what's going on? Sugar, what's happening?
Sugar's in the house. She's in the
Big
building.
Alpha. And also, who else? Oh, and also the lovely Keisha M. No, but I always say that. So
put what Sugar just said.
This Biden administration something else, boy. They something else. Okay. I stated that earlier this year. We talked about this earlier this year, but it's kind of good to do an update on this. We talked about how the aspect of how these migrants are coming in, taking black people's jobs, taking over the black people community, the small community that we do have, and your politicians not doing anything about it. We stated that earlier this year. So to see this actually coming for the forefront, that's why I'm laughing. I'm not surprised because I knew it was going to get worse. Dealing with an administration by an official who's not really focused on anything but capitalism, about getting money. Now all of a sudden he want to build a wall when it's quote unquote almost election day coming up. He knows it. So he's trying to, once again, to try to please the people. He's doing the same thing pretty much Trump was saying that we had an issue when it comes to this country, that they are allowing illegal immigrants into this country. Mind you, no other country does that but the United States. We literally open up our walls to let people come through. Now, by that happening, guess what? You have people that's going to come to the community. They're going to pretty much, what's happening now, they're going to infiltrate themselves within the community, overtake it, and now you have people that black people who does pay their taxpayer dollars to make sure their community is in a good position, but now they're gonna use their taxpayer dollars to make sure these people have shelters at home. And a lot of these immigrants, they don't understand. A lot of these immigrants are getting medical care. A lot of these immigrants are getting housing. A lot of these immigrants are getting jobs, while black people continue to suffer within the city of Chicago. Now, if I'm surprised, no. If I'm upset, yes, because at the same time, they all black people, like working class black people, and now they're seeing the hardship when you vote wrong. This is why it's important not to vote with your emotion, vote with your intellect, make sure what's better for your community. Presidential election, of course, is always important. However, it's your local official who make things happen for you. When you do not vote locally and don't pay attention to that, this was happening. It's a sad thing, but I know that I can't go more deep dive, but it was bound to happen. Go ahead.
Hey, I've been said the wall's going up. The wall's going up. They was mad when Trump said it. Biden's finishing it up. Chicago has a crime issue and it has a poverty issue. Unemployment rate is at an all-time high in Chicago. Most Chicagoans don't work. Black Chicagoans don't have a job. Now you bring an influx of migrant workers to a city that these Republican states said we don't want them. Because in Florida, you ain't DeSantis ain't playing with people. He said we don't want them here. The state's already got a bad issue. Now, Chicago's going to get even more worse. The instability is going to be so high that they don't know what they're going to do. And I'm going to predict something. A lot of these people are going to get deported. That's a fact. The next president who's going to come in, which is going to be a Republican, I bet my bottom dollar they're going to send everybody back. And plus, here's the thing. A lot of y'all see Biden letting these people in with the Biden program. A lot of people don't understand the program in a sense. It's only for 2 years. It's only for 2 years. When you come here on the Biden program, they make you take fingerprints. They take your picture. They take any pictures of tattoos. They document you. He has not streamlined anything to citizenship. Oh, and another thing too. Y'all also forgot the dreamers. You remember them? Who have to keep renewing? They haven't streamlined no citizenship for them either. He played everybody. Now he's making New York bad. New York is at worse. Chicago's worse. Denver is overrun. The only people who don't have a problem with the immigrants coming are the demographic of people these immigrants relate to. Are you following me? We're so woke. The whites are scared to comment. The Asians are scared to comment. The Russians, the Slovakians, and the Polish, who are all in Chicago now. Stop me when I don't know what I'm talking about. Black people are at an outrage in Chicago because Chicago is 80-90% black. You said they were playing with us. Trump only built 15 miles of the wall. With all that BS talk, Biden would build nothing. They need to stop lying to us. They don't want to stop. Big Mufasa, as he was trying to build the wall, they stopped him. They said it was unconstitutional. I remember this vividly because I vote based on policy, not feelings. This is going to be detrimental for black people in Chicago. Remember, I said this now. Grapes, M1s, unalives. You can't mix one impoverished group of people to already a distressed impoverished group of people. The nuances are different. Watch what I tell you. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, thank you, Hakeem. I'm sorry, man, but Joe, but Joe Biden came into office. He just be giving and giving and giving and giving. Try to help try to help everybody out. Try to help everybody out. And the thing is in a short time, it's definitely gonna get us in trouble. I mean, he's like I said, now he's going to build a wall now, which is like you should have built a wall long time ago with Trump was saying it. And the thing is, like people, I don't know why people still remember this man still giving money to Ukraine, billions. I won't be surprised if he's spending by the time he's done in the office, he's probably sending them almost $1 trillion. And like I said, we're going broke. It's like, to me, man, I know y'all seeing this. What Joe Biden is doing. Definitely, y'all see what Joe Biden is doing. But going back to Chicago, man, I feel feel bad in our black community that they got to go through this. They really got to go through this because, like I said, they taking all the jobs. They taking all the shelters. They taking everything. And to me, that's what they got to do. What else they got to do? Probably they got to move out of Chicago. Probably don't want to, but they probably got to move out of Chicago. What is the city of Chicago is doing about that? What's the mayor's doing about that? What about the governor as well? Shoot, it's Hakeem, it's Illinois, a blue state or red state? It's blue state, right?
It's a very democratic place.
Yeah,
Okay.
blue. It's blue.
Listen, The poverty level in Chicago is 17.1. I want you to take that into consideration. Most Chicagoans are being moved out. The black Chicagoans are not, they can't even afford to stay in certain parts of Chicago. Most of the time, black people want us to feel sympathetic about immigrants when things here, and don't get me wrong, you're talking to somebody who's a child of an immigrant. So that should let you know what my mindset at. I would pray and want everything to work, Lord Jesus. I don't want nobody to say, I love this country. I love this country. I thank the Lord I was born here. They have provided for me. I went to free schools. You know what I mean? Things that my parents and my cousins are not I'm benefiting from. But I understand the nuances of stuff. Not everybody can come. It's not, we think it's enough, but there's more problems here that needs to be taken care of. Let's take care of the people here first before we can start branching out and taking care of other people. Now, mind you, excluding the people who find their way over here. You know what I mean? Because some people get people coming here from countries, they get married. Some people get their visas and they, you know what I mean, they're in that lottery, they doing that thing. But you can't overwhelm when the system is already flawed. It's going to hemorrhage. You're going to start build resentment amongst the natives here. I love immigrants. I love what they bring for the community. I love the Mexicans. The Mexicans are a part of this community, but I understand that the black people are feeling the same sentiments. 100% Mufasa. The black people are feeling the same sentiments of this. Now, mind you, here's the thing, and I'm gonna pass this. What if us as Americans start flooding Mexico City and start buying shit up? We have the money. Start flooding their city. There's a bunch of whites already over there. Start taking shit and making it inexpensive for them to live. Because there's an exodus going on. It's a lot of Americans in Mexico. They're opening up businesses. They're buying buildings. They're doing whatever. You know what I mean? It's a couple movie stars who bought their own part of Mexico. I forgot what the name, who these is. So what if we started to gentrify their country? And how would they react to it?
Yeah, that's a great point. And you can see, another country that's not going to get involved, which is there's a country that's right by us, is Canada. You hear anything going on in Canada like that?
No. They're busy. Listen, they're busy shipping out Nigerians and Kenyans all day.
Facts.
They shipping them boys out.
And the thing is, go ahead, Ronnie.
No, I'm gonna say it's true in the aspect. I would say United States, we have an open, pretty much like what they used to call at my job, like an open door policy, meaning that and then no one could pretty much they could come through whenever they want. And I think that's one issue we always face when it comes to the Democratic Party. Now, at the end of the day, I'm neither Republican nor Democrat. I think everybody should vote based on logic and whatever works best for this country. And I think everybody was too mad at Trump to figure out, okay, what exactly is going on with certain policies. See, nobody focused too much on Biden administration now. I like, but one of the comment Gourmet was talking about O Block. O Block gonna be done with anyway. They've been trying to move the people out of O Block. So I don't know why the blacks over there trying to protect that little part of O Block. They trying to move people into O Block. So pretty soon, O Block gonna be pretty much diverse, and it ain't gonna be where O Block used to be. Them black folks, they're gonna get them out of there. So don't be too surprised. Like one more year, you'll be like, oh damn, nobody living in O Block. It's nothing but immigrants, because they've been trying to get rid of O Block. Hell, they actually raising the rent in O Block to get the people out. So So I'm saying, like, we gotta wake up as black people. We gotta wake up. And sometimes I think black people gotta go through hardship for them to actually realize the truth. I started to really believe that. Before, I felt like, nah, we don't need to go through hardship. I think we do. We have to go through hardship for us to finally wake up and realize, like, damn, we really dropping the ball here. Go ahead, Jordan.
And the thing about that is, it's like, we felt like, even my mom felt like that at the time in me. It just felt like, you in, these, low and proper places, it's just like, we had to vote Democrat. You just all thought that, Republicans is racist or something like that. Until I got older, until, you can really see what's going on with the Democrats and Republicans. Just really have an open mind and everything. Same thing with my mom. And then you see what's really going on. You can say, hey, to me, the two of them are doing just as bad, especially for the black community. What really have they done and everything? So it's very, very important. This, but what Ronnie said, don't, and also Hakeem said, don't fall on feelings, vote on what's going on, especially in our black community. You just can't be loyal to something and wait so long until the Democrat Republicans do something. So quick and everything, or they give you a little bit of something and that's it and everything. It's just and also not just for the government, also state and also in your local community. Do what you think is going to do right for your community, not what you feel will do right for your community. If you start doing that, you start to see some changes. But if you keep on waiting, feel like they're gonna give us something, which they're not, stuff like this is gonna happen, especially in our black communities.
I want to address what Sugar Bum said. I'm American before black. I respect. You want to know something?
I agree.
I'm gonna respect that.
Yeah, for this topic, yeah, absolutely. I'll take it.
I respect that. I respect
Absolutely.
that. Hey, listen, for that split moment, I got emotional. Sugar Bum, that statement Sugar Bum said, check me. But Sugar Bum, I want to just state this quick and say this. This situation is going to affect everybody because tax dollars is going to spend. But the people who are going to get affected the most is Black Americans. And other people who are citizens or natural citizens, those menial minimum wage jobs that a lot of these people come, it's not going to be enough dishwasher jobs for everybody. Not going to be enough landscaper jobs for everybody. Matter of fact, I couldn't tell you the last time I seen any brothers in other cities landscaping. Damn sure in Miami, I barely see black men doing constructions. But when these people get their work permits and they start infiltrating the jobs, a lot of us who stay in these low, medium jobs, which there's no problem because everybody work and they're trying to feed their families, they're going to have them in Burger King, McDonald's, these warehouses where a lot of us work at, a lot of these entry-level jobs that don't need too much brain skills, then you're going to hear an outcry.
Yeah, and that's good thing about landscaping thing. That's a perfect thing. I like when you said that, Hakeem, because especially in landscaping, especially in the Midwest, especially in Chicago and Michigan, it's like it's residual income. You get income from the summer, fall, winter, and spring. The reason I'm saying that is between the summer and the springtime. That's when you can mow people grasses or mow company grass and all that type of things. Fall comes in, you can still mow grass, but as you guys don't know, in the fall in Midwest cities, leaves start to come out and everything. So you could break somebody's yard, break somebody's leaves or company leaves, break that up and everything. And then when winter time comes, still more money right there because it can snow, and you have you can shovel the snow or snowmobile and everything. So landscaping is to me, especially in these Midwest cities and East Coast cities, is very, very important. I would like to see more black people doing that, but as you can see, you can see, migrants that are smart enough to do some of that about landscaping. They'll take it and they'll do it.
Man, shout out to Chocolate Herb. Chocolate Herb. Welcome, Miss Neil. Welcome. Just hear me out what's going on, brother. But at the same time, I'm just being honest. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it 100. Majority of the time, a lot of black people don't even want to work these in between jobs. Let's keep it 100. A lot of black people don't want to work with black men. They don't want to dishwashing. They don't want to do landscaping. They don't want to do it like pretty much the low bar.
No,
because women say it's not good enough. So a lot of black men not even looking for those type of jobs anymore. So the migrants gonna take them. They're gonna be like, yeah, go ahead and take those jobs because we don't want them.
No.
And one reason we don't want them, it doesn't do quick money.
Yeah.
Black bands, they'll probably do something like this, like a podcast, which majority of the time, 90% of the time, it's gonna take a while to get money. Just like these other jobs, like landscaping jobs and other jobs as well.
True.
It's a process you gotta do. There's consistency you gotta do, or to get money like that. And to me, as especially our black men, we got to think about, hey, it's a process. It's not all about quick money. It's not all about being a podcaster, being a rapper, or I got talent to make it to the NBA or the NFL, which the only 1%, less than 1% makes it and everything. So we have to be smart, and we have to look at these other jobs and say, hey, you might be the average person who might be qualified for the jobs. But the thing is, it's going to take a process to build, because it's going to take years and years and years to build, your wealth and build your company, being these jobs as well. So black man, please, you're not going to be the great podcast or the rappers and all that, wherever top so that you think it makes quick money, because 90% of the time you're going to fail. You're not going to make it.
Definitely. And what can you say? They're going to come here and take the jobs you don't want to take. We can't be mad about that. We just got to look at, but when there's not a job for your son and daughter in high school, because the fast food joints is a lot of kids' first jobs. You know what I mean? When that's all filled up, what else do they got to do?
Sugar asked a important question, and y'all want the immigrants deported? Yes. Because you know why? Because when Africans, any form of race of black, they send them back in the quickness. When the Haitians infiltrating themselves into Texas, you saw how quick they. What?
We just want the same treatment for everybody else.
What's fair is fair. That's all we're saying. It's got to be the same treatment for everybody across the border.
I don't care if you're Korean, Asian, and this is why I love Trump. When he was here, he sent 3,000 South Koreans back. I said, whoa. He sent 4,000 Haitians back. He sent 3,000 Nigerians back. He was sending Indians, Laotians. He wasn't discriminating. That's the type of villain I need.
I know you about to say I can't. He was close. He was very close.
Yeah, I was. I was about that. I need that type of villain. I'll vote for somebody like that than somebody who do it behind my back.
Facts. Yeah, but that you already know. But that concludes our first topic. Jordan got another one. Go right ahead.
Okay, we got another 7 topic for you guys. I mean, I'm glad you enjoyed the first topic that we have. Now, the second topic, we kind of talked about it a little bit the last episode when we had Value Bunny on here, and it's really with these two guys we talk about kind of having a debate and everything. And I was like, you know what? I want to kind of step aside a little real quick, and I want to hear you guys debate, because I love it, and also the viewers love it as well. You guys make your points and everything. So it's about do men here in America in general, or how you suspect it, do they want to plain Jane, as in what Hakeem likes, or where Ronnie was saying that men, they want baddies. They want the Silkianas, the sexy reds, the bad chicks that we see, the IG models that we see, on the internet and everything, and on YouTube and everything. So we have one clip we're gonna play, and after that, we're gonna have fun today. Definitely gonna have fun. We're gonna chop it up today. Go ahead, King.
The women that you guys are approaching, what are they looking like? Let's be honest.
Right,
what are their aesthetics?
Speak, man.
Are you going to choose? So for the men in the room, like your aesthetic, the kind of women that you are physically attracted to. Let's be real. Like, you have a specific type. If you were to see a homely looking girl, you're not going to be sexually attractive to her. You're gonna be chasing the girl that you, a typical Atlanta girl. Like I feel like, cause you know the aesthetic. Let's see, like maybe the bottle girl, the body done, the BBL, the stripper. I see the way you guys
choices.
But listen though, I see the way you.
But
guys
that's most of y'all choices.
Fancy these women. I see the way you guys like.
You guys choose one.
You know, those women, they have no problem in meeting men, but as far as keeping, I think that I'm a woman who naturally, and you know, I add my own little as well. I am a woman who does typically get chose, but what I have is a lot of guys are infatuated with me. Like a lot of guys want to conquer me. A lot of guys want to just be able to say like have me on their arm to fit that whole Atlanta aesthetic. But when you see these guys in the future, or my exes, whoever, they get married to the basic. They get married to the girls who are more down to earth looking, the girls who hair ain't never came past their shoulders, the girl that's a CNA, that's who they marry.
Oh, it's gonna be a spicy topic. What said? I think it was Big Mufasa. He said, I like what he said. He said he don't think Sexy Red and Suki are not are baddies. But I'll name more. I'll name Tommy from Love and Hip Hop, Ruby Rose, Ruby Rose, Delicious, all the other RG mounts and everything, and that if you scroll down, they catch our attention really, really quick and everything. So we're gonna have some fun. Today. So as you guys know, Hakeem is for the plain James of his argument, and his argument for Ronnie. Ronnie's argument is for men with the baddies. So you know what? Who wants to go first? You want to go first, Hakeem?
No, let my brother go first.
Okay.
Hey, improvement. Okay, I stay. Oh man, and I was saying, I love the topic like that. I should have been over there with them with my red cup and go in with but on a serious tip. I always say it so many times because I hang with guys. When you're hanging with guys and you travel and you see.
He's coming right back.
Okay.
So I want to. Oh, he's back.
And see me, yeah. Someone, I hate when they do that. Like somebody give it. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Somebody call me while I'm on the line. That's the crazy thing. Somebody literally call me while I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go real quick with less than 5 minutes. Okay, straight up. No, it's not my Wi-Fi. Somebody literally was calling me while I was on the line. Hey, look, your voice said God did.
God did.
It saved y'all. I say that. I even say that to Bunny yesterday. The plain girl is boring. They're not exciting. It's nothing. They have a career. They can be very intelligent. They can be very nice. You can bring them home to mom and dad. But deep down inside, what the man actually want, we want that Shikiana. We want that Sexy Red. We want that freaking Tommy. We want a girl that freaking like damn. I know deep down, I know you a slut. But it's just like it's something about you that just made me go crazy about you. It's just that's the nature of men. We don't really want the plain Jane, because the plain Jane is they bring things to the table. I'm not gonna say they don't. They bring a lot of things to the table because they bring so much great value. But men not really looking for value. We looking for whores. We looking for women that we know like you could take them down to Ruth Chris and they gonna make guys' head turn. That's what men want. That's what men want to be able to have their woman like a trophy. If you get what I'm saying. But the girl that's a plain Jane, she gonna come in, she gonna look nice, she gonna look pretty, she gonna just. But it's not gonna be no excitement. It's not gonna really turn on guys' head. And she can be the baddest thing in the world. Still not gonna turn on guys' head like a Sexy Red. Prime example. Sexy Red the other day they said she quote unquote someone leaked a sex tape on her IG, right? Mind you, a lot of women were outraged, not men. A lot of men were giving them praise. Why? Because it was something different. They were like, damn, like this woman's like that. It brings something other than the normal pretty girl that posed pictures and this and that. No, she did something that was totally spontaneous. And I think that's what a lot of women don't understand. A lot of men like that spontaneous type chick. But they be like, oh no, you need a plain Jane. But I can't gonna talk about plain Jane, but go right ahead. I'm finished for my first take.
Let me take off my glasses. I wanted to correct what that lady said, that plain Janes are basic. No, they're not. They're exotic. I've been around the world. I've sold dope. I have Versace on, the fake stuff. I've been around in clubs. Most baddies look alike. That you can't differentiate them. They all got the same archetype. Weed, the same smell, the same body type. There's nothing original about them. I'm in love with a plain Jane. They're unique. They're thoughtful. They have discernment. They're intelligent. They bring so much wealth. They bring so much wealth to a man. I consider them exotic. Plain Janes are exotic. The ones who keep their head wrapped up. The ones who know how to knit. Who's going to buy plants to put in their house. When you get older, you understand the true value of a woman. You're going to go after the right woman you can bring around your family. Somebody that's not stuck up, easygoing, willing to be family oriented, who's not self-centered. You talking to somebody who know that. Baddies, you got to be able to pay and maintain them. Everybody in a burner at home, I need me a woman who wears a bonnet. I'ma love her.
That's not a plain Jane. That's a ratchet.
No, that's not a ratchet, baby. That's a plain Jane.
You go right back.
No, that's a plain.
That's not
a plain. Listen.
That's a ratchet.
Listen. I want the woman with the overalls. And listen here. I want the woman who, when she don't feel so good, she in that long moo at the house. I'm tired, but I'll get up to go make you something to eat.
Trust me, Jabari. That's what I keep saying. Majority of the time, they don't want a plain Jane. I'm in a ratchet girl.
No, I'm not describing. I'm talking about a plain Jane. Listen.
You know what a plain Jane is, Hakeem? You know what a plain Jane is.
Yeah, I know what a plain Jane is. But I'm bunching.
Ratchet.
Listen, I'm bunching them all together. Here's the thing, though. Those baddies, they sleep with them. They don't marry them. We want to do the most outrageous sexual things with them. But we ain't trying to bring them home to mama, though. Because if that was the case, why do most people tend to go for the exotic plain Jane? Because I want to normalize being plain exotic. Baddies are not exotic; they're factory workers. Everything just look the same.
Yeah, that's true. The thing is, that like the baddies, I think it got worse in the last 10, 15 years, especially with social medias, with the Instagram. A lot of women are monetized, showing pictures of these baddies and everything. And the thing is, this was I kind of lean towards Ronnie just a little bit. There's some of these people that family or friends, that say, hey, you might scroll down on the Instagram feed and you might, just click on their page, right? And then you see like the friends that were following them. And then you see some people that say, wait a minute, why is this person following me? Why is this person following this? I thought this was a girlfriend. Or I know he said he wants to, mess with plain Janes and anything like that. You click on the pictures, you straight see they like one of the photos and everything. Or maybe it's very, very rare they might comment on their photo. So what I'm trying to say is, I just think, how you're here in 2023, how Instagram really monetizes the baddies and everything, and a lot of men, they really fantasize about being with a baddie, Because I feel like these average men that once he gets baddie, they might sleep on the one time. Then the next day, they think they might want to marry them. And it's to me because they experience their sexual fantasy. They like, wait, I think I'm gonna marry you, which is the wrong thing to do. It's the wrong thing to do. But some men they get, if they get mind blowing sex, they be wanting to marry them, these baddies.
So,
Go ahead.
No, you're right. She said Savannah James is a baddie. No, Savannah James is beautiful. She is a mother, but you can't put her towards we know what the baddie archetype is. Savannah James is not that.
No, Savannah James is a plain Jane. That's what I'm saying.
She's a plain Jane.
I would say you got no.
Alicia Curry, a plain Jane.
Exactly.
That wants to be a baddie. That wants to be a baddie.
But look, Jordan, prime example. Look at Keisha Curry. Keisha Curry was so upset that the NBA stars were not looking at her sexually. She was upset about that. Mind she got a husband, but no man was looking at her sexually. But then, let's say if somebody else brought in a girl, they're gonna look at her sexually because they're like, damn, it's something about this girl that's totally different from the plain Jane. Keisha Curry is a plain Jane. She go to church. She got kids. She go there to support the game. She probably don't even know what's going on. You get what I'm saying? Like that's a plain Jane. It's not the girl that's wearing a bonnet is not a plain Jane. I'm not even gonna say a ratchet. That's like a girl that's a homebody, but she got a little like kick to her. That's why I say most guys today they want a girl that can give them a kickback. Most women don't want to be like, oh, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just be quiet. Let the man take complete control. Men don't like that. Sometimes they like a little bit of a kickback. They like that pushback. Like, okay,
spiciness.
Like that's spice. What I'm saying. That they want that spiciness, but a lot of women are afraid because they're like, I don't think men, because they go on social media, I don't think men like that. I think men gets to know about that because they hear about these quote unquote high value men. But the same high value men got these same type of girl in their bedroom late at night where I think they ain't got nobody. That's why I say it's all a gimmick. Kim saying a good example. Tommy Sotomayor is another good example. I give you so many on Fresh and Fit. I give you so many different names of these content creators who say they want a quote unquote plain Jane, but they got the ratchet.
And the thing is about it, Ronnie, I'm gonna say, hold on, Hakeem. And the thing is, I feel like plain Janes, when they get jealous about the thing, but the thing is, with some of these baddies, some people men like to have a little role play. Like for instance, I know baddies that like to change their wigs. They might wear a black wig, a blonde wig, or a red wig. Because some men see that as seen as a different person, especially not black, especially like with black women, and they like to see when a woman like kind of change their hairstyle, wear the wig. It's like they're kind of seeing a different woman in a way, and a different woman, and a baddie can use that advantage because they can role play with it. They already know they're baddie, so they can do whatever because they have a lot of men and a lot of women be looking at them and everything. So and they know that they bad. So the thing about that is the baddies they know what to do because they're like the top tier in the sexual marketplace. Everybody want to smash. And the thing with the plain Jane is, to me, they should take something out get that something out in their book and put a little spice into them as well, especially in the bedroom. Because if you got that spice in the bedroom, especially with plain James, and you play a little role play and everything, that can change a little bit. Go ahead, King.
She was asking, what is a baddie art? Let me answer these questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
First, shout outs to our brother Big Mufasa. Big Mufasa, you always hit with the right terms, and I wanted to highlight. She said, "Baddie is becoming a mindset." That's true. So, and that coincides to what Sugar Bum said. What is the baddie archetype? That you deserve everything and not willing to give nothing. That's it. And I'm gonna show a picture here. What the baddie archetype, and this is just one form of the baddie archetype. Yeah. This is it right here. Now, to answer Chocolate Earth, I thought a woman with no bells and whistle is a plain Jane. By definition, that is, but they technically are more exotic than what these girls that are here. These girls are not exotic. They all look the same. They shop at the same clothes. Everybody's wearing Shein or Fashion Nova. There's nothing made and stuff like that. So when you are playing,
I was gonna say they had expensive restaurants on a weekly basis.
expensive restaurants, they're not uplifting their men. They're taking from the well. You know what I mean? We're not gonna say baddies don't get married. They get married. You know what I mean? By force at time, by illusions. And when these guys get with these girls and they know that they're not all cracked up to be, you know what I mean? And I'm only just saying for the ones I've been across and met, none of them know how to cook. Some of them can't even fuck right. Because they focus so much on looking good, you can't even have good sex with them. Most of their emphasis are on their looks. They can't even make a man feel good, nor stimulate their mind or get a bag. They don't enjoy the table that's already put in their table. A plain Jane would be appreciative. This is why she gets the cars, the money, the rings, the houses, you know what I mean, boats, whatever she's asking, financing the businesses, you know what I mean, put you through school. You know what I mean? These girls, they might get through ill-gotten ways or some trickery. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like Plain Jane's been winning. They've been getting married. They've been Plain Jane's been exotic. It's just that y'all look at these industry niggas and think that let's stop looking at what the industry niggas are dating and sexing. Because here's the thing: Jada's not married. That's Lil Baby's, and just to give an example, Jada's not married. Ari's not married.
Ruby Rose
not married, and she's been passed around. Nikki is with a guy who's a registered, huh?
But a quick question: do they have kids by the men?
No, they're not. They don't have kids. The guys who I named, Jada has a kid with Lil Baby, but he hasn't married. Matter of fact, when he was in a long-term relationship, while he was in a relationship with her, he had went and spent $16,000 to go sleep with a known porn star. These are not real. We can't use them as template. Now listen here. There's a guy who I know I went to high school with who is a director who
your mic went out. Oh, you talking?
Yeah, there's somebody who I know who's a director of a hospital. I went to high school with him. His wife is Plain Jane. He puts her up on a pedestal. Now, mind you, this guy's worth over he makes $300,000 a year. I went to high school with him. You know what I mean? We're friends on Facebook. His brother has a wonderful job. Plain Jane women.
But I want to ask you if I could take a look at, like I said, the same thing to Bunny. If I could get his Instagram account, you tell me he ain't gonna have no woman shaking their ass on that feed.
Or following somebody.
Yeah, listen. Yeah.
That's gonna sum up everything. Just take the Instagram. Let me get your phone. Let me just get your phone. Let me take your Instagram. Let me take your Facebook, or even your Twitter, just for like 1 or 2 minutes.
You talking about me?
I guarantee it's gonna be one girl gonna be shaking her ass.
You talking about me?
No, I'm talking about your homeboy. The one that
No. Me, yes, you'll see that stuff. I indulge in the fuckery.
Oh, that was Why are we debating? Jordan, why are we debating? Why are we debating?
Listen. I indulge in the fuckery. That don't mean I want to marry them, though. That don't mean I want to sign over. I want to sign over my property, my life savings, and my life insurance.
But Hakeem, the state of the debate is the difference between a Plain Jane versus the ratchet. And like I said, people tend to always go to my side, the ratchet side. They come over here. They coming over here. They coming over here because, like I say, the Plain Jane, the Plain Jane ain't gonna twerk on Instagram. It ain't gonna happen. I know a guy personally, like that, literally show women every single day, and the women he showed me are nothing but the ratchet. They look good, but they ratchet. They showing their ass. They showing it to. He sent it to the group. So I'm like, okay, if I see that, and I'm not bashing them or anything, because I agree with them. I'm like, damn, they look good. They look better than the majority of these girls that look out here. But that's what guys tend to go for.
Listen, most multi-millionaires who are not rappers and entertainers, wives are plain Jane. They might indulge them. It's like, ooh, we indulge in it. You know what I mean? You could bounce it on Instagram. I'm not trying to marry that. Give me the girl with the locks. Got their hair wrapped up all the way here. You know what I mean? Give me her. That's the one who I'm bringing the paycheck home. That's not saying that I'm this. And then you see what I'm saying? And if I'm comfortable enough, I might ask the plain Jane, hey, do you want to get freaky like the girls on Instagram?
The prime example, Hakeem, you know how I know it's real, how serious it's getting? You got women now going to take stripper lessons so they can compete with ratchet girls. They going to stripper lessons so they compete with the ratchet girl. Now, I know what Sugar Bum saying. They say they like to keep it private. They're not doing that anymore. Now you got regular plain Jane going to a restaurant twerking. And I can give you a lot of restaurants in Miami they're doing it at. So they not doing it like you think they're doing it. They're not keeping that shit at home anymore. They're making that shit be known because they want man to pick them. They want man to be because they know men are very sexual. That's just us. That's us naturally. We just very sexual.
You said Kevin Hart left his wife plain Jane for a baddie. No, his second wife is she's a plain Jane.
No, he's not. According to his skit, he said she was a freak.
I'm asking in the bed, but when I seen you talking about the light skinned one,
the one he have kids with.
When I looked at it, she doesn't look like them Instagram girls like that, bro. She don't look like a Bernice Burgos.
He was like, yo, she was more spontaneous than his ex-wife, more, even though she was considered a quote unquote, but she had that like.
Okay, yeah, she had the. Mm-hmm. Oh, he said, "Look out, Ronnie, Hakeem, and everybody. Hope everybody. Shout outs, Liberated Soul Rebel. Listen, Bernice Burgos is considered one of the most beautifulest women and have yet to be married.
She's old. That's her issue. She's old. The man now I found her daughter more attractive than her. And
listen,
just like her.
But she's a baddie though.
Too much done.
But I bet you one thing: the plain Jane older women are getting married. Stop me when I'm lying. The plain Jane older women are getting locked in. Niggas with some dollars are locking those in. The older white women, the older black women who have something to offer, they getting locked in. Who don't look like the ratchets.
You got a point there. Good point.
Listen, all the baddies that we know in the world, some of them are not married. And if they're married, we can look at their husband and say, that looks questionable. But if you want to look at real life situations, let's look at the everyday people we look at, and let's look at the everyday people who might be a level up ahead of us. The doctors, the lawyers, the podiatrists, the bus owners, the companies and stuff. Don't get me wrong. You got a couple street niggas, but we can't use them as a template. I put them in the form of rappers and entertainers. Street niggas ain't no different from them. They date baddies and marry them and stuff. A lot of them go and get a lot of ex-street niggas marry plain Janes after they done fucked all the baddies and had kids with them.
Look at what Sugar Bum doing. Sugar, you just proving my point. You say Brad Pitt left Jennifer, who's plain, for a whore. The president who cheated on his wife, the first lady, with a whore.
Okay. Listen. They cheated on them, but who was left with the assets?
I don't think she was left with that. I don't think Brad Pitt left. I don't think she left with she got nothing.
No.
got nothing.
She left with some money, but here's the thing: Angelina Jolie is not considered a bad B.
Yes, she is.
No, bro, she wasn't. Listen. She wasn't Pamela Anderson status. She wasn't.
I came on that one. I'm sorry. Yes, she was.
No. Listen.
Hey, I thought so at the time. At the time, at a certain aspect of the 90s, I thought she was a little, especially when she was in two. When she was in two right now, I thought she was a baddie. That was especially for me.
She was the most.
I never looked. Go ahead.
She was a Hollywood, the hottest woman in Hollywood. They even did a magazine article about her.
She was the hottest one, but she had no sex appeal. I'm not saying she wasn't pretty, but I'm not saying like, woo, I want to hit it without a condom. Nobody was saying that about her. Pamela Anderson now, Baywatch.
No, but she had them lips. She had them.
Yeah. What about Carmen Electra? About that?
Electra, same thing.
That's different now. But you see, Carmen Electra was buffering too, though.
Yeah,
she was buffering too now.
Okay, Sugar Bob. I know we naming white women now, so don't get ahead of yourself, Sugar Bob. I know we naming white women, but don't get ahead of yourself.
Hey, look at Lotus. Angela Oldham.
No. Lotus.
How you gonna do? Put up a picture of her right now. You gonna see back in her days.
Listen.
Oh man, Angela all day. Remember, you had Dennis Rodman. You had so many people trying to get with her. Like she was the it. She was that it girl.
You talking about Angelina Jolie?
Yes.
Bro, she wasn't like, okay, listen, I'm talking about Pamela Anderson and Madonna. Madonna was a bad B.
No. Not than Pam. Hell no.
No, oh my God. They're in the same realm. They're in the same realm.
I never saw her. I just thought she was just.
Damn, I gotta turn on my.
Like, okay with that, but hell no. Look, you got Lotus laughing. Nah, you need to do some research, man.
Nah, y'all tweaking here, man. Like,
okay, let's go to wrestling then. With the WWE, you know, you had Trish Stratus, you had Stacy Keibler at the time. I consider her as baddies at the time. And then you had Jacqueline. To me, the black chick, she was nice, and also Sable as well. I'm saying those names. You thought those as baddies.
The early 90s Madonna, even then the early 90s Madonna was even all that hot. Hell no.
No, but here's the thing. She had sex appeal. A lot of men wanted to sleep with her.
Yeah, if she was a regular girl on the street, the man wouldn't look her way because she's famous. She a Grammy Award winner. Freaking, she got money up the ass. So of course, I mean, hell, you had Dennis Rodman freaking going crazy. No, she wanted Dennis Rodman semen. I'm sorry, she didn't.
Yeah. Now here's the thing.
I'm just saying, like.
Now I'm about to go back on something because Sugar Bum say something that is very real. Naomi Campbell was a baddie, but here's the funny thing about her: she was a baddie and a plane at the same time. Think about it. I want you to think about this. She looked it good and you wanted to take her home. She was bad and she didn't have like, she was a slut. She was bad. You wanted to do slutty things to her, but you couldn't call her a slut.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could.
You could not call her a slut. Because listen, when she did Friday.
I keep delusional.
When she did Friday and she had the sweater on and stuff like that, I looked at her like, like for real. Like I wasn't looking at Miss Park. I was like, yeah, Naomi. She looked a little bit cute though. What she look under that sweater?
Okay, like example. Look, Tyra Banks. Tyra Banks is a prime example. Gorgeous, sexy, everything. She can't keep a man.
She can't listen.
You don't have that free.
You know what's so funny about what you mentioned about Tyra Banks? Tyra Banks was above baddies though. She was it's different when you're a supermodel. She's like high class baddie.
Yeah, I get it. When you're a supermodel, you kind of on a different stratosphere.
Yeah. Like high class battle. Like honestly, I would have just wanted to marry her just to like walk around and let niggas see me with her. And I just wear shades all day, like, yeah, that's my girl right there. I wouldn't even want to have sex with her. I just have it there as a trophy wife.
Hey, remember, and what? How tall she was? 6'2".
6'2".
and she was dating Bow Wow, who is 5'3".
I want to name another chick, a black chick in the 90s. She was a mixture too. She was a baddie and she was a plain Jane. That was Maya Campbell.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that was it. She was a hybrid.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
That was a nice, sexy chocolate woman right there.
Oh my God, man. Yeah. Listen, she had that show with LL Cool J, right?
Yeah, and she was on the movie. It wasn't Foolish. It was
Becky with the good hair is a plain Jane. Becky with the good hair
is a plain Jane. Yeah, she's a plain Jane.
That's just plain. Like it's just plain.
Soccer mom.
Pretty much, exactly.
PTA.
Good examples. Soccer mom.
You know what I mean? Like those are exotic. The soccer mom, the PTA mom, the minivan ones, they're the exotic ones, not the hoes at the strip club.
But they say, look, on Kenya Moore.
Yes, she was. Oh, for coming out of Detroit. Yes.
You talking about the one on Kenya Moore, the one on Love
Real Housewives of Atlanta. Yeah.
Listen,
it's not pretty, but she can't keep a man.
No, but listen here, she is the baddest one out of all of them.
Yeah, she's exotic. Now that's exotic.
She is classy. She's intelligent. She speaks very well. I think that she was it though, man. Yeah. I would have definitely got my weight up for that. She said Cynthia Bailey.
I'll put her in the bad category too, because she knew how to maintain her look.
Yeah.
The frame, everything. Okay, she could be doing her homework. I don't know.
No, she do.
But she doing her homework.
Now, here's the thing. Let's get tough now. Who do you could think plain Janes that people might not think look that good, but they really are beautiful? Now we got to really get tough.
Plain Jane.
That gets overlooked. And I'm gonna tell you that. I think these ones got the best coochie.
No, I think
I'm about to go there. Listen, when you hear my answer, I might get banned. I might get banned. When you hear my culture, Angela Bassett.
Karachi will always have the best.
Angela Bassett.
What about Kelly Rowland?
Kelly Rowland was the pretty cheerleader girl that her daddy ain't want no street niggas around. She was gonna marry a preacher boy.
Toya?
She was not to be touched. She was just in a glass vase. You look, you point, like that was good, but nothing to touch.
Tiny. T.I.'s wife.
No.
Tamia, Grant Hill's Tamia, yeah.
No, Kelly.
They've been 20.
Oh my God! Listen, what about Anne Marie?
Anne Marie, yeah, you could put that.
Holly P. Holly P. I said Holly P. What's her name? So I think she's playing All of Us.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you one who I wouldn't even want to date. I'll marry right now. I'll just bring the ring with the deed to the house.
Wait, Kelly and Nelly? For real?
Yeah. They're back together.
Kelly and Nelly?
They're back together.
You bullshit. I thought he was with I thought Nelly was Ashanti.
No, she said it was Ashanti. My bad. Yeah, it's Ashanti.
It's Ashanti. Kelly and Ashanti. No, Ashanti's and Nelly's back together.
Yeah, I know. That's a prime example. Ashanti is not a plain Jane. I mean, she is a plain Jane. Ashanti is a plain Jane.
Yeah, she's a plain Jane. Yeah.
Her doing anything free. You don't hear nothing about her doing anything wild.
Listen, Aaliyah was a baddie tomboy.
Yeah, baddie tomboy. But I don't like to talk about Aaliyah because she was underage. So I was like,
yeah. Now listen here. What about Chrisette Michele?
Plain. But baddie too.
Baddie. Marry her in a second. Let us see. Jasmine Sullivan.
Yeah, Jasmine
Sullivan. The Floetry Girls.
Jordan Clark.
Jordan Clark. We talking about this. You know what I mean? Listen, it's a couple chicks that get. Oh, listen. I would have married India Ari.
I was going to name her too.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Jesus.
Wrong when she passed on. I think she was 20.
Who?
I think 20.
Who? Aaliyah?
Yeah, 20 when she
Yeah,
passed.
20, 21, 22. Yeah.
Okay, then she was grown. All right.
The whole TLC. The whole TLC.
Yeah, Baddie. Baddie with Plane.
Baddie with Plane. Baddie with Plane. Baddie with Plane.
Okay, ladies, they know they artists. They know they women.
They know.
They know.
Big Mufasa say Tiny has the mindset of a baddie. She is one. You have lost focus that quick. No, listen. I said no. I don't listen. No disrespect to Tiny. She's not beautiful. The other three in the escape, they would have got snatched up quick. Tosha, the ones they don't talk about, Candy,
and Salt and Pepper.
And Salt and Pepper. Listen, I didn't even look at Candy like that. I like the two that wasn't even talked about too much. I seen one of them, the darker one. She came and did a song with Ace Hood down here. They did a video down here. I seen to up close and personal. I almost handed over my wallet.
No, Sugar ain't throw us off because at the same time, Sugar already agreed with me way in the bottom when she was talking about the president slept with a harlot, and she was talking about how Brad Pitt got with Angela. So it's like I proved my point that men prefer the ratchet more than the plain Jane.
Yeah. But
plain Jane are down big time.
But we talking about. Listen, let's talk about marriage. Let's talk about who's getting locked into a marriage.
Yeah, you get locked into a marriage. Yeah, they getting the plain Jane, but the man not being committed in a relationship because they'll have a slut on the side. That's not marriage.
Not everybody, brother. You know, we listen. A lot of us, yeah.
But that's why I was told that between a man and a woman, there is nobody else within the relationship. But if someone's on the side, that means there's something that person is lacking, which is the plain Jane. She's lacking that ratchet side of her, so the guy's gonna get it somewhere else. So she still lose.
But that's why we got to tell the plain Jane, hey, you want to get freaky like the Instagram girls? Just a little nibble.
But then you prove
I don't think a lot of men will ask about it too, because I think they'd be scared because they might say no. Like some things, they're down for it.
No, they are.
They're down. Start working into it.
Yeah.
Why you think? And the same thing goes for women. I know we're talking about women, but the same thing goes for women. Women prefer the bad boys than the actual nice guy. We talk about that all the time. The nice guy is always the last guy is always at the back, and the bad boy is always in the front. Mind you, we had a convicted felon on this podcast who also stated that women would still hit him up while he's in prison. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense, but women prefer those type of men because they feel like they get quote unquote protection. Men prefer the type of ratchet because they feel like at the end of the day they're getting the better deal, pretty much the better overall package when it comes to the sex and everything else. Everything is spontaneous.
Man, give me somebody who shop at Walmart, baby. I'm good. I'ma love her.
Ratchet. So you kind of prove my point.
No. It's some planes in there. They shop at Walmart and Tajay. She say Natalie Nunn. Who is that?
She's IG model. She's on what's that network? Zeus Network. The baddie network. The baddies, the Petty West type of chick.
But that's what I'm saying. I can't going forward, and everybody want to give me an argument. All I gotta say, go on your Instagram. Don't unfollow anybody. Leave everything else. Just let me look at the feed 1 minute. It's gonna prove my point. How the man preferred the ratchet more than the plain Jane.
Hey, I looked at Natalie Young. She looked like a baddie, like an Instagram girl.
That what Jordan said.
Yeah, you was right. I'm like,
Jordan, no.
Like, you know, especially
prime example. Look, Emma Rose. Remember when she first came out? She was dating Kanye, and you saw how people went crazy.
Oh yeah.
And she had no personality whatsoever. Emma Rose don't have no personality.
And Wiz Khalifa, he had a decent shoot. Kanye had out to marry him.
she's a freak, and they consider her to be a whore, and she's a prime minute. She will tell you, she's like, I'm a slut,
Yeah.
and
They
men
were
and women want me.
they wasn't my type. Lisa Winslow was my type though.
Yeah, Lisa. Yeah, Lisa. Yeah, she was. What did Boomer Saba say? He said, "It's not about beauty, fellas. That's the whole point."
Yeah.
Ron, that's why I brought up the Becky with the good hair.
Mm-hmm.
The single opposite. She got down with
Listen,
fuck
he
shit.
does mention a point. Now I want to mention a woman's name who I think that she doesn't fit beauty standards from an American standpoint, but I think that if somebody would give her a chance, she would be an awesome wife. What's the lady name who played on Ghostbusters?
Damn, you going way back.
No. What's her name? The dark skinned woman.
Damn. I got Google Ghostbusters. Wow. That was the, like what 90s one or the one that recent?
The recent one.
She's like a comedian.
Oh, you talking about what's her name? Oh man, I know it.
Leslie Jones.
Leslie Jones. There you go.
What, that's the early 90s? Early
90s? No. This is in 2010s. That's what she made like a breakup. There you go. Yep, she was on Leslie Jones. Yep.
Now, I want us to look at her for an example. She's a beautiful woman, and all points attended. Her skin is clear. She very physically fit, but she doesn't fit the beauty standard of maybe majority of men. You feel me? But with that point in said, I think that if a man would take her, and this is where Mufasa, and I'm trying to agree with the thing with Mufasa is that she probably would be the best wife and the biggest freak in the bed if a nigga would give her a chance. Am I wrong?
She's a bad girl. She pushed 40. She's pushing 40.
40 ain't no problem. That means you age like wine. It should taste better.
Like a lot of men will overlook her ASAP.
A lot of men do overlook her, and she complained about the dating scene. Because here's the thing: at a young age, and tell me if I'm wrong, fellas, we've been given a type to live by. We all want the same what the same woman want until you grow into yourself. So when a man would overlook a woman like that because she doesn't fit the standard of beauty, but I believe I look at her and I could see the amount of love that she wants to give somebody, but a nigga would look at her. Now look, Tahaji P. Henderson. She's beautiful. Tahaji, she can't keep a man either too. But I could tell that she can be a good wife to somebody if somebody was to give her an opportunity.
True.
Now, there is a woman who there's a woman who's I say she's a beautiful person, and I think she's just single by choice. What's the girl name? I think she played on 227. She was on the cop show.
Man, I know it'd be too many women in Hollywood. It's hard for me to give up. Jordan be knowing it, but I don't be doing it.
Jordan, you know what I'm talking about?
Say it again.
There's a woman who plays a cop show. I forgot her name. Her son had recently died.
Oh. Was she a comedian?
I think so.
I don't need to talk about Niecy Nash. I already know.
Just they asked a question. She said, do ratchet people shop at Walmart? Yeah.
Ratchet and Plain Jane.
Lotus say Jack.
You said Jackie?
Yeah. Regina King.
Yeah, Regina King.
Yes.
Yeah,
Now,
there you go, Regina King. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo.
She's fit, beautiful skin, but man,
Woo.
because she's plain.
Woo. Woo. Woo.
Look at me.
So you're like, so, but yeah, Jay baby laugh with that cover. Just like ratchet people shop at Walmart.
Listen, yeah.
They do.
Regina is the typical wife that we see. If she wasn't on TV, she'll be a teacher, and her husband would have been a nigga with a big gold chain. That's how bad we looked at. Like she was just a bad principal, a bad teacher, like marriage material. You know what I mean? She's somebody that a nigga would want to talk about to his friends at work every day.
She would say Regina was a single mom.
And listen, I wouldn't have mind being a stepdaddy. I would have been a stepdaddy. For that,
wow,
I would have been. I would have been a stepdaddy. I'm not gonna be a stepdaddy for Ari Fletcher or Jada. Hell no, wouldn't even try. Carrie Hilson, yeah, all day. Lettucey, yeah. Chrisette Michelle, Jasmine Sullivan, even Jill Scott. Listen, Jill Scott, I'll raise her son as my own.
Sugar asked a question like, do single mom consider a plain Jane? That's a really good question.
That's a real good question. That's a real good question.
I don't know. I don't want to give you the answer either because I don't know. I might get counted. So,
no, not some of them do. Plain Janes are interchangeable with baddies. You could be a baddie single mom and a exotic plain Jane.
Exactly, Big Mustafa. That's Sugar again. Does that even matter?
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. Like if you're a single mom, you're a single mom. If you're a so look, make them intact. No, sometimes it does. I haven't met too many nasty plain Janes. Let's be real about it. I have yet to meet a nasty plain Jane, but I've met a lot of nasty baddies and boss chicks.
The plain Jane is the girls that go to church. You know, the girl that go to church and you be like, oh, you know, she's praising the Lord and stuff like that. Those are the ones that
she has
I'm referring to. You know what I'm saying? I can't get good points on the on certain plain Jane when it comes to the aspect of Hollywood.
Yeah.
I'm referring to the one when it comes to the aspect. They just go to church, they go to the grocery store, and they just go home. They go to work. They really plain. They don't go out. They really just go to home, go to work.
They about their family. You know what I mean? When it's her husband's birthday, she makes a big blowout.
Exactly. She make a cake. Like she's a homebody.
Yeah. I need one in my life. I need one, Lord Jesus.
And I'm being honest, those women are not respected. I think they should be respected because they're not out there creeping. But the men prefer the ratchet, the Instagram, the one that's gonna give them sloppy thoughts. Those are the ones that men prefer. But that's it. But any final thoughts, guys? Because we pretty much went overtime today.
Yeah.
That's why I love Fridays. Any final thoughts, gentlemen?
My final thought is, if you want to know what the archetype of a plain Jane, I can name them all. Lotus, Chocolate Earth, Natasha Vincent, Jess J, Keisha M, these are plain Janes that are exotic, that will get resources, houses, cars, boats, rings. And I can't say too much about Sugar Bum. Her picture looked like it's a bunch of baddies in there, but I don't really know what you look like. You know what I mean? So that's my thing. Those are the archetype.
Yeah, that's true. We kind of explained what an archetype is. Like I said, we have our own, and some people might have a little bit different and everything. But as even though playing James, some might say might be boring. If you can work with them, especially in a little, give it a little bit of spice, it could definitely work out. That's my fun take on it. Go ahead.
No. My last point is this: plain Janes are worth more than baddies. They are exotic. So when I named off those names, they are exotic plain Janes. They look better than baddies. They look better than Bernice Burgos. For real niggas in that upper crust and down, you know what I mean? They're like heaven sent. Okay.
And this is my final take. I don't know, remember a story that happened in Florida, Fort Lauderdale. A man almost lost his life because a woman was giving him head on the freeway while he was driving. That just proved my point. That's what men prefer to have. They want to have that type of experience when they almost about to lose their lives because a woman's giving him oral sex on the freeway. This is a real story. I'm not making this up. You can Google it. It's real. PJ, you late? Oh my! You see what I'm saying?
And we did overtime.
We did overtime, an hour and 30 minutes.
No, but shout out to you guys. Shout out to Miss O'Neil. Shout out to PJ. Even though he's late, he's like an hour and 30 minutes late. I'm like, Big Mustafa, Sugar Bum. But we promise, guys, when we hit the 1K, he said we're gonna do longer live stream.
Yep.
Okay, so when we hit the 1K, we will be doing I think 2 hours. But we just trying to hit the 1K, so let's reach that goal. Shout out to Lotus. Shout out to That's Jay. Shout out to the lovely Sugar Bomb. Thank you for the pushback. I love Sugar Bomb. Sugar Bomb give you that pushback. I don't care what even though she get on my nerve. Shout out to Ken Doll. Shout out to Jabari. Shout out to there was so many people here because I kind of lost the feed of who was here. Liberated Soul, Just Hear Me Out, DB, welcome. Shout out to you. Shout out to B Love. Shout out to Chocolate Earth. B Love is a new subscriber. Shout out to her. I know her from another space, so shout out to her.
B Love.
Because she said she's playing Jane. Hakeem, she said she's a playing Jane.
And she look exotic.
And she's gorgeous.
Yeah,
so,
look.
They're
exotic.
Here. Shout out to those that's watching us on Facebook, Instagram, and also Twitch. Like you always know, guys, please, on your way out, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. And please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Yeah, BJ, you late. Because remember, we go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Not only that, guys, also very important that you go to KL Culture Radio Community Tab. In the Community Tab, there's a KL Culture Radio t-shirt. We have it in different colors. We have it in white, red, and black. And I think other new colors coming. Also, the KL Culture Radio coffee mug. You see it? For your coffee drinkers. And also the hat, which is on the way. It takes a minute because mine comes from California. And also Prince Hakeem new book, Black Love. Come over here and support the platform. We really do greatly appreciate it. PJ, that's the least you can do. Tell me hit the
like button on your way out so it gets pushed out.
Like I always, guys, make sure y'all enjoy your weekend because we on our way to 1K subscribers. We're about to reach that goal. We really do greatly appreciate you guys. Appreciate you, Big Mustafa, for the great pushback, man. It was really good. Thank you for coming through. Thank you guys for coming through. Y'all guys don't understand how we literally have 20 people in the chat, 20 people watching. That's really good. Big improvement. And it's because of you guys and it's because of the chat. This is why I love the chat. I tell Jay Prince for president all the time.
Thank you.
Let the chat rock. Let them do their thing. If you let them do the thing, it's going to always be entertaining. Thank you for tuning in to KL Culture Radio. Make sure y'all enjoy your weekend. We over in... Oh, wait a minute. Liberated Soul. Yeah, Hakeem does have a book.
Yeah, and I'm writing another one. The Art of Loving the Black Woman.
There you go.
The Art of Loving the Black Woman.
Yeah, it's going to be a read. It's going to be a definite read. It's going to be a manulet. A manulet.
He said, what's the name again? It's the art. If you go in the Community Town on Liberated Soul, it's there.
It's Black Love. But the real book is The Art of Loving the Black Woman, coming soon. We working on it. To love, care, and show affection to all Black women, even the biracials, to know how to appreciate them and to be the man that they need in life.
Yeah, not only that, but if you're watching the playback and you are an author and you want to promote your book, let us know. Hit us up on the DM. It's
Mhm.
pretty much Chaos Culture Radio. You can't miss it. We will have you on the show. You can talk about your book. We had God is Forever. We also have our book also in the community tab. So we over here we support Black people and their businesses. So if you have any T-shirt, anything you want to promote, just let us know. Hit us up on the Chaos Culture Radio IG page. Hit us up, or also on the email media. What is media bomb? I think what is it, Hakeem? Media
No, it's Chaos Culture Radio.
For the Gmail account.
Yeah, it's mediabums360@gmail. But
Yes,
it's in the description.
yes, in the description. So if you want us to
Yep.
promote, you're welcome to do so. It could be anybody, any race. It don't have to be Black. But we really do greatly appreciate everyone that tuned in today. Enjoy your weekend, guys. We are over and out. Peace.
I love you,
Peace.
Jill Scott.